Hey everyone, I'm Andrew Chung. I'm based in Toronto, Canada, and I'm a writer-director. Did I have a breakthrough moment where I found my voice? That's a tough question because it's constantly evolving and it's happening in real time. But I think when I looked at my body of work, I realized there was a lot of common themes across all the films I've made. And that was alienation, marginalization, and love. So if I were to define my voice, it'd probably be those things. But yeah, it's a constant evolution. The project I'm most proud of at the moment is my most recent project called White Elephant, which is usually the case. My best work is usually my most recent work, in my opinion. But the reason why I'm proud of it is because it embodies my creative approach. I'm very much a collaborative director, and this film has an ensemble cast, and I love working with actors, which is what I think is one of my biggest strengths. And it's very important for me to collaborate with them to bring out the characters as authentically and as effectively as I can. So this film really embodied that. We did a lot of rehearsals. I worked with every single one of the actors. We worked on the characters together. So my approach was very collaborative. And that went for all the other roles as well, because the film was based in the 90s. I had to work very closely with the production designer as well as the costume designer to capture that era. And it was really important to me to bring out their talents because, you know, it takes a village to make a film, and it's very much not about the director. It's utilizing everybody's talent as much as possible and making everybody shine so that we make the best possible product as possible. So yeah, so I think that film really embodies the way I approach directing, which is working with other people and collaborating. What is the last project that I really loved? This was a tough one because there's so many. But I mean, this is not somebody I know, obviously, but this is a film that I watched recently for the first time that you know, blew me away. It's Francis Ford Coppola's The Conversation, starring Gene Hackman. Obviously, it's a very critically acclaimed film, well known, but it was my first time watching it, and yeah, I mean, I was just stunned by how great the film was from top to bottom, right? What I think that film does really well in terms of writing is that it's such an amazing character study on top of being a layered spy thriller, right? So it juggled both the character-driven aspects and the plot-driven aspects of a film that, you know, I would hope to one day write. You know, that's always my goal. I want to try to encompass all those things simultaneously, and that film did that so well. And it just had so many layers in terms of themes, in terms of the political era at that time. It was, you know, around the time of the Watergate scandal, although it came out before it. Just the general paranoia that was in the zeitgeist. And Gene Hackman's performance was just amazing, right? Like, as I said earlier, that, you know, I'm a very character-driven director, that like just watching that film just for the character alone was so amazing to watch. So, but yeah, that's the last project that really blew me away. Do I feel a responsibility to address the political and social upheaval today? That one's tough because I feel like the fact that I'm an Asian filmmaker working in Canada, in North America, is alone, that alone is me addressing the upheaval today. The fact that I exist, making stories for marginalized groups, is my activism. So my responsibility is to just be a filmmaker, just to exist in the industry. I think when I started, it was very much a conscious choice. I wanted to tell the stories of marginalized groups and be part of that change and help creating that change. But now that it's a bigger movement today, it's not something I consciously think about too much. I think it's very natural for me to have that type of content because I'm just naturally interested in the stories of marginalized groups. But yeah, I think my mere existence as an Asian filmmaker in the Western world is me addressing the upheaval. What am I excited about creatively in the year ahead? I'm excited about everything I'm working on. I'm writing a feature right now. It's a surreal vampire drama, a dark comedy. I'm also working on a TV pilot based around quote unquote zombies. It's not quite zombies, but it's post-apocalyptic. So the projects that I'm working right now are very genre based. Ultimately, I want to direct a Marvel film. As you can tell, I'm quite a big fan. So I wanted to delve into the genre stuff a lot more because my past work has been very much just indie dramas. So I want to really take that step and do the really cool, fun stuff that I've always aspired to do. So that's what I'm really excited about right now, just kind of sinking my teeth into that. So I'm just spending a lot of time writing.